of sleep and levels of stress. He's done a lot of work on addiction and trauma and pain management through hypnosis. And most all of hypnosis that's clinical involves bringing one's state into one of deeper relaxation, not full sleep, and then thinking about some behavioral change that one wants to make. These are ancient practices, really, and I think that they were developed by people that understood that rewiring of the brain requires focus and deep rest. What's interesting about hypnosis is it brings those two things together at the same moment. So normally you'll work really hard on something, then you'll sleep, and that's when the plasticity occurs. But hypnosis likely accelerates that whole process by having people enter a state of deep relaxation and focus at the same time, and allows those circuits to reshape themselves. And there's some published data from David's lab to support that. So I think these practices are really useful. And I think that if you want to get better at performing, everyone now knows, thanks to Matt Walker's book and others, like sleep more, sleep better. But what if you have trouble sleeping? Well, or falling asleep? Well, we want to define what that is. Some people have a hard time turning off their thoughts. It's really hard. Remember, you can't do it. What you can do is to learn to control that perceptual window and distribute it so that your sense of time starts to kind of drift off and you end up in sleep more easily. And it's a practice that within a week or more, and sometimes more. Sometimes people need some other help, but that brain state of no duration path and outcome analysis is going to be the most restorative, and you can get it in wakefulness too. So taking a walk where you're just letting your mind go is very powerful. And the other thing that's powerful is optic flow. So self-generated optic flow by walking, running, or cycling shifts the brain into a state of relaxation that's not seen when you're stationary. This is well described in the neuroscience literature. For some reason, it's not well described in the wellness literature, but it's a real thing. When you move through space, you're active, there's a natural calming of the brain circuits involved in threat and threat detection. This is the basis for EMDR, eye movement desensitization reprocessing. The lateralized eye movements they have people do in the clinic, that kind of goofy looking thing while they're
I've heard you talk about that to overcome fear and trauma.
That lowers stress, and the rationale is that by coupling a low stress state to the recall of the trauma, it's going to allow people to reshape their relationship to the trauma, to tolerate the discomfort. Tell me works best for fairly well-defined traumas. It's not going to be like my childhood or a whole series of events, but for single event trauma that's repeated but of the same sort, it seems to work best. Be powerful for certain people.
Basically, an example would be if you got into a car accident and then you're afraid of that, right? So you take this person and you submit them to this therapy where they move their eyes back for their fear or their blockage.
And people used to ask me about EMDR, and I was like, this is crazy. This
sounds like a music genre.
This is absurd, right?
Or a drug.
All assets are secure on. One round gone. We're not dead yet, are we, lads?
What?
Let's get this. Hostiles in the area. 10 seconds. Attention on the field. We're losing ground. Let's take it back. Let's get this done.
Going this way.
Stay hungry. There's more where that came from.
Not the same side, not the same side.
10 seconds. On to the next round. They hit match point.
Really?
That's it,
Really?
lads. On to the next round. Get ready. We need a win. Hostiles in the area.
I ran out of ammo.
Keep up the pressure. They hit match point. Tie it up or it's over.
I don't even care.
Objective in play. Get after it. We're holding on the objectives. That's it. We've lost the objective. Better.
I'm the best.
Is that why you
Bitch
lost?
ass nigga.
Talk.
Is that why you lost?
There's no sense. Why would moving the eyes from side to side have any impact on states of mind? That's ridiculous. But then what happened was in 2018, 2019, and 2020, 5 journals from groups that were studying eye movements, not trauma, that found that these lateralized eye movements, not up and down, but lateralized eye movements, quiet the activity of the amygdala, the limbic structure in the brain that's primarily responsible for threat detection and stress. And I was like, oh my goodness, this thing might actually be real. Then I started to dig into the backstory of this, and there was a woman who came up with this idea, actually walking behind Stanford in the Stanford Hills. She was a therapist, and she figured she had this idea, is upset about certain things, when smart enough to know that these lateralized eye time we're not realize it because they're subconsciously generated and they're very subtle. But she realized she couldn't really take people.
On to the next round. Pick it up. get this done. Two wins down. Three up. Head in. That's a 4-win streak. Let's.
Your Voltage, how about we leave him a win? Because he's like alone.
Oh yeah, so come on, man.
Say what?
More, we got the win.
How about we leave him a win? Because like
How long until?
the wins.
This is match point.
Okay, let's
Go
run
for
to
the
him.
knockout.
There he is.
Yeah, just leave him a couple. I'm hoping somebody might join him because it sucks to be once against two. You know what I mean? It's a game. At the end of the day, we're supposed to have fun, right?
He said,
I know what. Let's make this.
One more.
We go, and then one of you
Alright.
head or tails go 1-on-1 against him. All right?
dude.
Cool. Whoever kills first now.
Alright, cool.
That.
Alright, you want to take him on this round?
Yeah.
No, go for it, dude.
Cool.
I'll
so
stay
you
back.
can. Cool.
Switching sides. Scores top.
Nice.
Hardball. Well
Good
done.
job, brother.
Yeah, that's. GG's, Denzel.
Yes.
Oh, Voltage, you still here?
I gotta take off though, I gotta go to work.
Too
Send me a
bad.
friend request, bro.
Definitely.
Alright, brother. Keep being a good man. Have a
Thanks,
good one.
man. Have a good one, ciao.